God says, "This is my final call to you, and you must not treat these words lightly, for there will be no second announcement of what I am telling you now. My voice has been calling out to you for so long, in whispers and in warnings, in sudden thoughts and in restless nights, in the way your heart has been unsettled even when you tried to distract yourself. I have been moving in the background of your life, shifting pieces you could not see, blocking paths you thought you wanted, and opening doors you did not expect, all to bring you here, to this exact moment in time, where I could speak to you through my messenger, the Archangel Father, with my final call before the tide turns and the moment passes forever. Do not let your eyes scan past this as if it is only words. This is my voice, my breath, my urgency pouring into your soul right now. You have wondered why lately you feel like something is pressing against your spirit, as if there is an invisible countdown ticking somewhere in the background. It is not your imagination. It is the clock of heaven, and the hands are moving faster than before. The season you are in is not ordinary, for I am about to lift you out of the place you have been stuck, but the lifting will only come if you respond. The enemy has been working overtime to keep you distracted, discouraged, doubting yourself, and doubting me. He has sent people with smiles but poisoned hearts, voices that sound friendly but carry seeds meant to pull you away from me. He has surrounded you with situations that make you question whether I am listening. But I tell you, I have never been closer to you than I am right now. This is why I am sending this message through my Archangel Father, for his wings carry the weight of my authority, and his words are not his own, but mine. He has been standing guard over you, even in moments you thought you were alone. When you lay awake at night with your mind racing and your chest heavy with thoughts you couldn't tell anyone, he was there. When you were seconds away from making a choice that would have ruined everything, he stood between you and disaster, whispering warnings into your spirit. You didn't know his name then, but now you do. He is the Archangel Father, and he has been assigned to carry this final call to you before the window closes. I have seen every tear you cried in secret, every silent prayer you didn't think counted because it wasn't spoken out loud. I have felt the heaviness you carry, and I know how tired you are of feeling like life keeps taking from you more than it gives. You have felt betrayed by people you trusted, abandoned by people who promised to stay, and overlooked by the world when you were giving everything you had. But hear me, none of it was wasted. The pain you went through was not punishment, it was preparation. I have been shaping you in the fire, not to destroy you, but to make you into the unbreakable vessel that can carry the blessing I am about to pour out. But you must understand, blessings do not come without responsibility. The gift I am about to place in your hands will require you to step away from certain people, certain habits, certain thought patterns that are draining your spirit. I am not calling you to be perfect, I am calling you to be ready. There are conversations you have been having that seem harmless, but they are pulling your spirit downward. There are places you have been going that look safe, but they are opening doors for the enemy. My final call is this: come out from anything that does not carry my presence. Do not linger in spaces I am not blessing. The time for compromise is over. I have already dispatched angels to clear the path ahead of you. What is coming is not just a blessing, it is a complete shift in the atmosphere of your life. You will go from being overlooked to being sought after, from being ignored to being honored, from being empty to overflowing. The favor I am placing on you will not make sense to those around you, and some will not celebrate you. This is why I am warning you now: when I lift you, you will see people's true hearts. Some who once cheered for you will turn against you. Do not be shaken. This is not loss, it is revelation. I am showing you who is truly for you before I place you where I am taking you. Do not think this message is a coincidence. You were chosen to read these words on this exact day, at this exact hour, because something is about to happen that will confirm them. Within days, you will see a sign that cannot be explained away as chance. It will be my seal on this message, a sign that I have been speaking the truth to you. But I warn you, if you read this and do nothing, if you shrug this off as only nice words, the moment will pass, and what could have been yours will be delayed or given to another. My blessings are real, but so is my timing, and this is your final call to step into alignment with what I am doing. You have been asking me, God, when will it happen? When will it change? When will I see the breakthrough I've been praying for? And I am answering you now. The change begins the moment you choose to believe what I am saying and act on it. Heaven moves at the speed of your obedience. The reason the enemy has been fighting you so hard lately is because he knows that if you obey me now, his grip on your life will be broken completely. This is why you have felt so much resistance, because your next step will set you free in a way you have never experienced before. I am calling you to release what is in your hands so I can place in them what I have been holding for you. Yes, I know you are afraid to let go of certain things, because you don't know what will replace them. But I am your God. I have never taken something from you without giving you something better. The enemy wants you to believe you are losing when in fact you are about to gain. He wants you to cling to what is familiar because he knows you can't step into the new while holding on to the old. This is your moment to release it, the fear, the bitterness, the self-doubt, the old identity that says you are not enough. The Archangel Father stands before you in the spirit even now, holding out his hand. If you could see what I see, you would know that heaven is closer than you think. The spiritual realm is alive around you, and there are movements happening right now that your natural eyes cannot see. Chains are being unlocked. Walls are crumbling. Doors are swinging open. But the key is in your agreement with me. You must say yes. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because the timing of this call is not accidental. I am aligning events, people, and opportunities that will only remain open for a short window. If you respond now, you will step into something so beautiful, so powerful, so miraculous that you will look back at this message for the rest of your life and say, that was the day everything changed. Do not let the enemy whisper to you that this is not for you. He wants you to think you are too flawed, too late, too far gone for me to use you. But I tell you, I am the God who raises the dead, who calls things that are not as though they were, who turns the rejected into the chosen, the overlooked into the appointed. You are not here by accident. You are not reading this by chance. You were chosen before you were born to carry my light in a dark world, and the time to shine is now. I am sending this as my final call because the season you are stepping into will require clarity, boldness, and faith. You cannot walk into it carrying the same hesitations and fears that held you back before. The Archangel Father will walk with you, but you must walk. I will guide you, but you must take the step. The miracle is on the other side of your movement. The winds are changing, my child, and heaven is leaning toward you. I have set my eyes on you, and I will not let you fall. But this is the moment of decision. This is the turning point. This is my final call. God says, listen closely, because I am not repeating this again, and every second you keep reading is part of the divine arrangement that was set in motion long before you knew what was happening. My spirit has been moving around you like the wind, unseen, but deeply felt. You have brushed it off before, thinking maybe it was just a passing thought or emotion, but I tell you now, it was me tugging on your soul, urging you toward this moment. You are not stumbling across this by accident, you are standing in the exact place I needed you to be in order for my words to reach you without interference. There is a heaviness I have been watching you carry. You have been pretending to be strong for the sake of others, keeping a smile on your face so no one will see how much you've been wrestling inside. You've said, I'll be fine, I just need more time, but I have seen the silent battles in your mind when no one is around. You've been replaying old conversations, old betrayals, wondering why you weren't enough to make certain people stay. I need you to hear me, those who left were not sent by me to stay forever. They were only chapters, not the whole story. Their exit was not your failure, it was my protection. You don't see it yet, but I removed them so you would have room for the ones I am sending. I have been working behind the scenes to bring people into your life who will lift you instead of drain you, who will speak life into you instead of stealing your joy. But the enemy has been fighting to keep your heart tied to the past, to keep you replaying the pain so you can't open yourself to what I am doing next. My child, you must cut the cord that keeps you bound to what hurt you. The longer you hold on, the more you delay what I have prepared. This is not about forgetting what happened, this is about choosing to step forward even while the memories try to pull you back. I know you've been asking, God, if you love me, why did you let me go through that? And I answer you now, because I was building something in you that could not be built in comfort. I was forming a depth of strength, compassion, and discernment in you that only comes through the fire. You thought you were being broken, but you were being refined. You thought you were losing, but you were being positioned. And now, the very pain that tried to destroy you will become the platform I use to lift you. The Archangel Father has been watching over you during every one of those nights you thought no one cared. His presence was there when you didn't even know an angel was near. He stood at the foot of your bed when you wept quietly so no one could hear, and he whispered into your spirit, "Hold on, you are closer than you think." When you had no strength to pray, he carried your name into my throne room. When the enemy tried to push you past the point of no return, he pushed back. Do not think you have been unprotected. You are more guarded than you realize, because you are mine. Now the time has come for you to see with your own eyes the shift I've been promising. You felt the tension building, like the air before a storm, and you've wondered if it's real or just your imagination. It is real. Heaven has been aligning things in your favor in ways that no man can undo. But this next step will require you to let go of safety nets and comfort zones. I am calling you to a higher place, and it will feel unfamiliar at first. That is why I am sending this as my final call. You must step when I say step, even if you can't see the whole path. There is someone watching you right now, not with malice, but because I have placed you in their sight for a purpose you don't yet know. A divine connection is forming, one that will open a door you could never have opened for yourself. When this person appears, you will feel an immediate knowing in your spirit that it is from me. Do not second guess it. Do not sabotage it by comparing it to past disappointments. This is not the same. This is appointed. But I must warn you, there will also be distractions sent at the same time. Counterfeits will come to confuse you, offering quick gratification but pulling you away from the deeper blessing I am sending. This is why discernment is your shield in this season. If it pulls you from peace, it is not from me. If it makes you compromise your integrity, it is not from me. If it demands you shrink yourself to be accepted, it is not from me. You are entering a short, divine window where things can accelerate quickly, where what normally takes years will happen in weeks. But acceleration without direction can lead to disaster, and I love you too much to let that happen. That is why I am being so direct with you now. This message is not about making you feel inspired for a moment, it is about repositioning your life for eternity. Within the next 72 hours, you will notice something shift, a conversation, a sign, an unexpected opportunity, that will confirm this word. When it happens, do not dismiss it as luck. It is my seal, and when you see it, I expect you to move. The moment you act in faith, you will feel the resistance break, the heaviness lift, and the path open before you. You will know that I, the Lord your God, have gone ahead of you and made the way. My child, this is the last time I will nudge you toward this specific step before the opportunity changes shape. I am your God, and I have chosen you for something greater than what you see now. You are not ordinary. You have been set apart. And now, all of heaven is watching to see what you will do with this call. God says, my child, you think you are reading words right now, but in the spirit realm, what is happening is far greater. Every sentence you receive is striking your soul like a key turning in a lock, breaking chains you didn't even realize had been holding you. These chains are not just from recent seasons, some have been wrapped around you since your childhood, forged in moments when people spoke words that wounded you, moments when you started believing you were not enough, moments when you decided it was safer to hide your true self than risk being hurt again. I am breaking those chains now, and you will never carry them into the new chapter 1 I'm opening. You have been carrying a question deep in your spirit, Lord, am I too late? You've looked at your life and thought of the time that has passed, the mistakes that have been made, the doors that seem to close forever, and you have feared that your chance for something greater has slipped away. But hear me clearly, you are not late, you are right on time. The path I am leading you on was designed with every delay, every detour, every heartbreak in mind. I knew exactly when this moment would come, and I orchestrated it perfectly so that nothing and no one could take your place in what I have prepared for you. The Archangel Father has been guarding the assignment I placed over your life, like a warrior standing watch over a sacred treasure. He has fought battles you never saw, battles that would have destroyed your destiny before you even recognized it. When the enemy sent waves of discouragement to drown you, my angel stood and parted the waters. When darkness tried to wrap around your mind and convince you to give up, he stood in your room and declared, "This one belongs to the Lord, and you cannot have them. You are here because I have kept you here. You are breathing because I willed it. And now, I am telling you to rise." This is the moment where your obedience will open the floodgates. You have been asking for breakthrough, but you must understand, breakthrough is not just an event, it is a position. It is when your heart aligns with my will so completely that nothing can hold you back. Some of you are waiting for me to move before you step, but I am waiting for you to step so I can move. This is why I am calling you now, urgently, without delay. The things I am about to bring into your life will not only bless you, they will bless others through you. You have been praying for yourself, but I have been designing answers that will ripple outward, touching people you haven't even met yet. Your obedience will become the open door through which entire families are restored, hearts are healed, and lives are changed. But this requires you to trust me beyond what feels comfortable. I am pulling you out of the season where you survived on crumbs. You have settled for less because you thought less was all you could get, but I am the God of abundance, and I never planned for you to live in lack, not in your spirit, not in your joy, not in your purpose. I am calling you to lift your head, to open your hands, to expect more than what you have seen. The enemy will try to whisper that it's foolish to believe for more, that it's safer to expect nothing so you won't be disappointed. But that is a lie meant to keep you small. I am not a man that I should lie. If I said it, I will do it. If I promised it, I will bring it to pass. There is a divine appointment being scheduled for you right now. While you are reading this, pieces are moving, names are being spoken in rooms you have never entered, hearts are being prepared to receive you. The Archangel Father is already stationed ahead of you, making sure that when you step forward, the way will be clear. But I will not drag you into this, you must choose to walk. You have wondered why certain things have been stripped away lately, friendships fading, opportunities falling apart, even interests and desires you used to have suddenly losing their appeal. That is not random. That is me removing anything that cannot survive in the atmosphere I am taking you into. You cannot carry the weight of old baggage into the new heights I am lifting you to. Some of the things you thought you needed were actually anchors, and I love you too much to let you drag them into your future. I am telling you again, this is your final call for this season. The window is open now, but it will not stay open forever. My spirit is urging you to move while the way is clear. Soon, the shift will happen, and those who stepped will rise, and those who hesitated will watch from the sidelines. I have chosen you to be among those who rise. You will know this message is from me because within days, a confirmation will come, something so specific, so impossible to explain as coincidence, that you will have no doubt I am speaking. When it comes, do not question it. That will be your sign that the time to act is now. God says, the reason I am speaking with such weight right now is because this turning point in your life is not small, it is eternal. What you decide in this season will not just affect your next month or year, it will shape the entire course of your destiny. Every prayer you have whispered in pain, every hope you buried because it hurt too much to keep believing, every tear you cried when you thought no one saw, I saw them all, and I stored them. Not one was wasted. Every moment you thought was meaningless has been woven into a plan that is about to unfold before you in ways that will leave you speechless. The enemy has been working hard to make you believe you are powerless, that you are just a passenger in life, reacting to whatever comes. But I created you to walk with authority. When you speak my word, mountains move. When you stand in faith, chains break. The problem is not that you have no power, the problem is that you have forgotten who you are. This is why I am reminding you through this final call: you are mine, you are chosen, and you have a purpose that the darkness cannot erase. The Archangel Father is standing even now, his wings spread wide over you, shielding you from unseen attacks. There are things that were meant to happen to you that never reached you because he intercepted them. You think it was luck, or coincidence, or just worked out, but it was not, it was divine intervention. I have preserved your life because I am not done with you. There is work for you to do that no one else can do the way you can. That is why your journey has been so hard. The enemy fights hardest against those who are most dangerous to his plans. I am placing before you two paths. One is familiar, the one you know well, it is safe, predictable, but it leads nowhere new. The other path is uncertain, it requires faith, but it leads to the fulfillment of the very things you have been praying for. I will not force you, but I am calling you to trust me enough to take the unfamiliar path. The Archangel Father will walk with you, but you must choose to walk. You have been feeling a stirring in your spirit lately, as if something is shifting but you can't quite put it into words. That is because heaven has already moved on your behalf. I have already spoken your name into the atmosphere of blessing. I have already commanded doors to open. I have already instructed resources to find you. But they will meet you at the place of obedience, not where you are standing now. You must take the step. Some of the resistance you are feeling right now is because there are people in your life who are not meant to go where you are going. You have been hesitant to release them because you fear being alone, but what you do not see is that holding on to the wrong ones is what is keeping the right ones from finding you. I will never leave you empty. If I ask you to release, it is because I have something better to place in your hands. This is why I keep saying this is your final call for this season, not because I want to frighten you, but because I love you too much to let you miss what I have prepared. I am giving you one more chance to align, to let go, to trust, to move. Once this moment passes, it will not look the same again. You will soon witness a moment that will confirm this word so clearly that you will feel my presence in a way you have never felt before. It will be your undeniable sign. When it happens, act quickly. Don't wait for everything to make sense. Faith is not about seeing the whole picture, it's about trusting the one who holds it. And when you step, my child, you will see the floodgates open. Prayers you prayed years ago will suddenly be answered. Opportunities you thought were lost will reappear. Healing will flow into places you thought were permanently broken. You will realize that I was never far, never silent, never ignoring you. I was building you for such a time as this. This is not just an invitation, it is a summons from heaven. All of creation has been waiting for you to step into who I made you to be. The earth needs your voice, your light, your obedience. And now, heaven is leaning forward, watching to see what you will do. I can continue straight into the next wave of this message so the divine urgency builds until we reach the full vision. Do you want me to flow right into the continuation now? God says, my beloved, you must understand, this is not the kind of moment that comes often. In fact, in your lifetime, you will only have a handful of moments like this, where heaven, earth, and destiny align so precisely that one act of obedience can change everything. I have spent years preparing you for this point. Every setback, every delay, every detour has been shaping you, not breaking you. The enemy tried to convince you that you were being punished, that I had turned away from you, but the truth is, I was protecting you from doors that would have destroyed you had they opened too soon. You have been walking through a long season where it seemed like your prayers went unanswered, but I tell you now, I heard every single one. I didn't forget them. I didn't ignore them. I stored them. And now the time has come for their release. But I am releasing them in such a way that you will know beyond all doubt that it was my hand that moved. No man, no circumstance, no coincidence will be able to take credit for what is about to happen. The Archangel Father stands beside you in this very moment. If your eyes could be opened to see into the spirit realm, you would see him radiant and fierce, standing guard with a sword drawn, keeping back every spiritual force that has been assigned to delay you. He is the one who has been whispering in your heart when you were on the verge of giving up, hold on. You are closer than you think. He has been protecting the seed of destiny inside you, making sure it survives the storms that were designed to kill it. I know you feel weary, like you've been fighting for too long with too little to show for it. But my child, every moment you stood your ground, even when it hurt, you were winning more than you realized. The enemy doesn't fight what doesn't threaten him. The reason the battles have been so fierce is because your life carries a weight in heaven that you cannot yet comprehend. When you step into what I am calling you to, the ripple effect will break chains in others, heal wounds in families, and open doors for those who thought all hope was gone. But I must tell you the truth, you cannot carry the weight of your destiny and the weight of your old life at the same time. This is the hour to lay down what has been draining you. The relationships that constantly pull you into strife, the patterns of thinking that make you doubt yourself, the habits that keep your spirit dull, they cannot come with you. This is the cost of stepping into the life I have prepared. And I promise you, what you receive will make what you release look small in comparison. You have been asking me for a sign that this is truly from me. I tell you now, within days, you will see something so specific that you will not be able to deny it. It might be a word someone speaks without knowing why, a door opening you had long given up on, or a sudden confirmation in a way you never expected. When you see it, remember these words, that is your cue to move. The moment you take the step I am asking for, momentum will begin to build in your life like a wave gathering speed. Things that have been stuck for years will suddenly move. Resources will find you. The right people will appear. And you will realize that I was never withholding, I was aligning. I call you now not just for your sake, but for the sake of those who will be blessed through your obedience. You do not yet see the full picture, but when you do, you will understand why the wait was worth it. You will look back at this moment and say, that was the turning point. That was the day everything began to change. This is my final call for you in this season. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. I am with you, I go before you, and I have already prepared the way. All that is left is for you to take the step.